kind of didn't really do anything, huh? Yesterday. Just look. This was yesterday. That was the drop. How far did TRVL drop? 2%. Not much. TRVL. It looks to me, it looks like no one's really interested in selling. People are looking for higher prices. That's what I'm getting with TRVL. Higher prices. Yeah. When the market pulls back now on TRVL, there isn't really any interest in the price going down. I don't think anyone has TRVL is actually selling their TRVL. Yeah. So I think the market, TRVL's market's looking for higher. The higher we go, the more the volume will increase, and that will be the true test. So people are looking at the volume now. They're thinking, oh my God, the volume is low. What should I do? Shall I sell? Shall I buy? I don't know. Well, you should buy because the volume is low. Because otherwise, when the price does eventually go up, it'll go up very quickly because it'll be an illiquid move, wouldn't it? So when the market suddenly starts buying this, you're going to see some really fast price action, and you'll be surprised. Yeah, if once the volume starts coming in, it'll move really quickly. Yeah, it'll move up really fast. So I'm not seeing any sell pressure right now at all. And effectively what's happening is we've got a reaccumulation consolidation range right now. Yeah, so some people have taken profit and they go, okay, I'm just going to buy back in now. TRVL looks like it's nicely consolidating, so when it dips you get a little bit of an opportunity for people to reaccumulate. That's what's happening on TRVL. It's looking pretty good, and this is pretty nice price action. Nothing to report. There was a pennant, it broke down, didn't really go far, came back up. It wasn't flagging, so you're having a slightly longer consolidation period here. I think it's bullish. Okay, and as always, I can never be 100%, but I'm quite confident it's bullish, just because we've back tested this 5.5 level on 2 independent times and it's held the support. For me, this is a perfect reaction for testing a level. Yeah, you see, it's a perfect test. When it was happening, I told people this is nice little rounding bottom here, 5.5, and your target is the value area high of this local range. Yeah, and lo and behold, you know, actually on this chart it was underneath the value area low. On the other chart, but it did go up to the value area high. On the other chart that I'm using, which is the combined chart, have a look at that one. It kind of, you can see it's slightly higher. So this is the combined chart. So it's a combination of all the prices from the centralized exchanges. Again, now you see the value areas shifted a little bit. Before, when it was down here, you see it was perfect at the bottom, and it actually, the destination was the top. It went to the top. Right now, we're just consolidating here nicely at the highs. Generally speaking, I'd say it's quite bearish for the price action for the POC, the point of control, to be at the highs of a range. However, because the price keeps on going up, and if the point of control was at the highs and the price was just at the lows, it was at the lows, that would be bearish. Yeah, but because the price is trying to go up, it's kind of putting in higher lows, it's trying to go up, then eventually I think what will happen is we'll use that point of control as a springboard to expand to higher prices. And as I've said, the longer we consolidate here, the more bullish this becomes. So I don't think anyone should be kind of like stressed right now of the price action. I think it's quite nice. It's quite nice. And then the other thing I've drew in a couple of streams previously was this kind of, it's hard to draw a trend line because trend lines are more like areas, and they're not always exact lines. But I think there is a trend line in play. It's hard to draw them because, especially with this token, it's been quite illiquid. The price has gone through it many times. It felt like we broke it here until we lost it and then couldn't get back above it. And now it kind of feels like, when I'm kind of looking at it, it feels like we're consolidating underneath it now. This is a tricky situation because while we're holding 5.5 as support, we're also underneath some kind of resistance area here. What we do actually do, we do need to break out. Yeah, eventually we can't just go sideways forever. If you keep on going sideways forever, the trend line will push us down. Okay, so whatever happens, either we break up or we break down. It's going to happen relatively soon. I think it's not going to last forever, even though I think consolidation sideways is good. The reality is we have this trend line which we're pressing against. Generally speaking, I think it's the more times you hit a line, the weaker it gets. We've hit this line now once, maybe twice, 3 times, maybe 4 times there. Maybe this is the whole thing as a 5th time. This is the 6th time. I think it needs to break, huh? We need to break this line, okay? And so I like horizontals, but in this case, I think we're pressing against this trend line, historic trend line. And I actually think if we do kind of break, back test and continue, then we could probably, in some kind of measured move, we're probably heading for the golden pocket. Probably. That's kind of when I look at this trend line. If I mirror it, if it looks like that could be the range, you know, that's kind of your range when you're looking at this trend line. But I mean, no one really knows. It's hard to predict these things. It would be a major break, wouldn't it, if we broke that and kind of were able to flip it into support, because we haven't actually been able to do that. We also haven't been able to effectively get above the 382 either. So that will be the confirmation. If we break this trend line, somehow flip it into support, get back above there, and then we have to see what happens next. Yeah, are we able to continue? I think it's more like if we can take out this high, I think everything changes for this token, just simply because that's a higher high. We haven't had that since February 23. And after you put in an all-time low from a lower high to an all-time low, you're putting in a higher high. It looks like the price action actually wants to change. The structure is trying to change to bullish. Yeah. When you take out that high on a higher time frame, then you'll be looking for a higher low, and then maybe we can actually expand and go to the all-time high. That's kind of, I'm still targeting the all-time high, and I think I want to see if we can get, how quickly we can get there. If we can get a crazy alt season, where we have to see, like, no one really knows. Yeah, so even I am hesitant. I'm not hesitant, but I'm kind of waiting in not hesitation, but anticipation, waiting in anticipation to see what happens next. All right, so that's TRVL.